We will be starting soon. And by the way, make sure if you have any questions, you can always click the Q&A section on Zoom, and then you can pop in your question and we'll try our best to answer it.
Vivian, do you want to hit record on your end now?
Yeah, I got you. I'm actually recording right now.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, we'll just wait a minute and we're good to go. I'm excited.
Me too.
We're starting the program. Okay, we have 45 people. Awesome. Okay, it's 7:02, so we're just going to get started. Everyone, thank you for coming. This was optional, but highly encouraged, just so you could get a rundown of what the mentorship program is like and what your summer is going to look like. So welcome to orientation. It is the summer 2020 summer cohort. So this is our first ever season with Project Snapshot. Everyone here is going to be the first ever group of people that's joining us in our program. So we're super, super excited. Another welcome. We're so happy you're here. We've worked really hard the past month and a half just gathering a team of all of us who are really passionate about creating a learning and professional experience for all of you. So again, we're super, super grateful for everyone to be in this program, and we are so happy you're all here. And so just to showcase my team, this is the Project Snapshot family. We have our executive team here. We are just missing Ali, who's our marketing manager, Maggie, who's our HR manager, as well as Caitlin, who's our strategic partnerships manager. So everyone here is on the exec team. This is our family. And I'm just gonna have everyone throw a little intro and I'll do mine at the end. So Vivian, if you wanna start off, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So hi, everyone. I'm Vivian Tan. I'm the mentorship coordinator at Project Snapshot. I'm actually the only high school student. It can be a little bit intimidating at times, but I'm so glad that there's such a supportive, collaborative community at Project Snapshot. So in fact, I'm actually an incoming grade 11 student at RC Palmer, which is located in BC, Canada. Who should I choose next to introduce? And Amy Manuel. How about Andrew?
Andrew's at the
guys. I'm happy that everyone could make it to this orientation. I'm Andrew, like mentioned before, and I'm going to be an incoming senior at Michigan State University, studying supply chain management with a minor in information technology. At here in Project Snapshot, I'm the program manager, so kind of overseeing our different programs, and super excited to kind of kick this one off and make it the best experience for you guys. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm going to pass it off to Matt, our executive director.
Hey everyone, super excited to have you on this call today. Super excited to get to know you all better in these next few weeks. My name is Matt Kay. I'm the executive director over here at Project Snapshot. So it's my job to really help grow this project and make sure that we are accomplishing our goals as we're moving forward throughout this cohort. So it's great to meet you all. And then I think Sebastian's the last one left, so I should probably pass it.
Cool. Hi y'all, my name is Sebastian and I'm the founder and creative director of Project Snapshot. So it's really amazing for me to see that we're kicking out this program off after the incredible work that we've been doing for the past 2 months. And my role with this Project Snapshot as creative is I direct all the marketing and public relations and brand/influencer partnerships for the team to make sure that we grow our community socially. And just for a little bit about me, I'm a recent graduate of the University of Colorado, Denver. My educational background is in film, but professionally, I'm a social media and public relations guy. So looking forward to working with all of you this summer and meeting most of you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And fun fact, Matt and Sebastian actually sat on the same board at school. So now they're doing the same at Project Snapshot. So that's awesome. And last, it's me. So it's my intro. My name is Naomi. I am the marketing manager here at Project Snapshot. I am currently studying marketing management with a minor in journalism and communications at CUNY Baruch College in New York. That was a bit of a long sentence, but I am a big beauty, fashion, lifestyle enthusiast. So my goal is to be an influencer as well as a marketing manager in the future. And again, I am super excited to be here. I really do believe in the power of mentorship. So super excited to kick off this orientation and summer with you all. So
Yeah,
next,
before we get started, I want to say feel free to chat with one another in the chat box, and if you have questions for our Q&A at the end, please submit those in the Q&A box as well. So 2 different sections, and feel free to use those. So yeah, Naomi, you can get started.
okay, awesome. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, so now we're just gonna give you a little breakdown, a little 101 of what Project Snapshot is. So Sebastian, if you would like to explain a little bit about why this is our logo, that'd be great.
Cool. Just for a little bit background for y'all, the program really started like in my head as the idea of, with our name Snapshot being really capturing your summers, over 8 weeks, and we really started with a camera and really broke that down. Then we realized what we were actually doing here. We were creating ideas, and forgive the bad pun, but a light bulb came into our heads, and that's what really started the idea behind this logo. Our colors are really important to us, so if you'd like to look at the meanings are different for American and the American and Chinese culture. So that's a little fun fact there. They're both different meanings, but they mean really important things to the team. And we had an amazing team of graphic designers, Josephine, Pat, just to name a few, that really created this logo. So that's a little bit background there.
Awesome. Yeah. Shout out to the marketing team. Okay. So next, he's also going to explain a little bit about our mission.
Thank you, Naomi. And just to give you a little bit of background on how we came to this, it was really deciding with that one idea that I initially had, and then expanding onto the team. It was really just wanted to start with doing something good, providing some opportunities to people, but we realized what we were really doing was we all had a shared passion for social impact, and what we were actually doing here was connecting people to ideas. So that's how we came to this as our mission statement.
Awesome. And also sparking relating to the light bulb. So there you go. That's a pun. Awesome. Thanks, Sebastian. Now we're going to have Matt take it away.
If he's frozen, I can do it too.
I think he is, yeah. Would you like to explain our slogan a little?
You want to hit it with me? Get it off. You know this.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. I'm open to explaining that. So our slogan is challenge, create, connect. And just to give you a little background as to how we came up with these 3 words, we realized that in our team meetings when we were establishing, slogan, mission statement, these 3 words were the ones that stood out to us the most. And so just to explain challenge, we are challenging the status quo. A lot of students are afraid to come together and are afraid to build up an organization just because it's scary. Startup life is scary, yet we're challenging that status quo of, hey, we can do it. We're going to start something. We're going to create a program for everyone. So that's how challenge really popped up in our head. As for create, once again, as I said before, we've created a program for everyone to have their best summer in terms of personal and professional development. So we really believe in the power of creativity and in innovation here at Project Snapshot. As for connect, we are connecting you with your future. And not just connecting you with your future, we're connecting you with a mentor. We're connecting you with a mentee. We're connecting you with everyone on our executive team as well as our internal team, because ultimately we're going to be a family that all connects because of our same passion, of our same mission that we resonate with here at Project Snapshot. So that's a little bit about our slogan. Sebastian, do you have anything to add on for that?
I think Naomi really hit the nail on the head with each area, and in the long run, we're really hoping that this is your first community, especially for the mentees. This is really one of your first communities that you'd be a part of, and we're so looking forward to see what you take on and do with that in the future.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hello, Matt. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. A little technical difficulty, but I'm back in the game.
No worries. Okay, I just went over the slogan, so I'm going to let you take away the next slide.
Totally. So while we're, considering what that slogan really stands for, challenging, creating, connecting, we really want to all of our creativity and all of the things about Project Snapshot that are connecting folks with these opportunities are being filtered through our own values. So you'll see them spelled out here between passion, equity, accessibility, and a commitment to diversity and inclusion, challenging the status quo, and a sense of entrepreneurship. All of these values really just come together to inform all decisions that we make here at Project Snapshot to make sure we are promoting the most well-being focused type of community organizing and entrepreneurship we possibly can. You'll also see that they spell out the word peace, which was just an awesome coincidence when we were putting these all together. So if you need a little help remembering those, just remember the acronym PEACE, and you'll be able to figure that out. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Cool. So let's hop into the next part where Vivian will just take it away with explaining what the mentorship program is and how your summer will look like.
Yeah, I got you for that. So if you're wondering what exactly the mentorship program is, so it's definitely free for sure. It lasts for 8 weeks, and we aim to pair high school mentees with post-secondary mentors. And we do that based on your personal plus professional interests, as well as your geographical location. So definitely within the same country, for sure. And it's designed to help prepare students for post-secondary and for mentees to have a support system where the mentor shares their skills, experiences, and expertise. As well as for the goals of the mentorship program. Next slide, please. Thank you. So for the goals of the program, we also want to benefit the mentors in some way too. So for mentees, the goals are to become more prepared for post-secondary, and as well as to learn more skills and network with other like-minded people, as well as to gain access to not only mentors, but also resources. As well as for mentors, the goal is to also inspire others, especially your mentee, as well as opportunities to develop your leadership and mentorship skills. And lastly, but not least, networking opportunities. So basically the schedule is in the packet for the program overview when you were applying, but these are the 8 weeks according to the weekly themes that they have. For example, post-secondary life, we'll be having a post-secondary panel. And as for introductions in your path, there'll be a workshop that's coming up today at around 5 p.m. PST, which is discovering yourself and your passions. So for the week at a glance, so on Monday, there'll be kind of like discussion prompts sent in the mentee and mentors channels, as well as a weekly newsletter. And what's happening on Monday to Friday is that on Wednesdays at around your time zone, for mine is 5 to 6 p.m. PST, there'll be a weekly workshop or a panel. It's mandatory for mentees to attend, but it's optional for mentors to attend. If you can't make it, make sure to let me know so I can note that down. And as for on Friday, there'll be a weekly reflection survey, and on Sunday, there'll be a webinar feedback survey that's due. Each of them takes around 5 minutes to fill out. It's mostly multiple choice, so it's pretty easy to fill out. And as for socials, which is kind of like trying to get to know each other via Zoom, as well as Slack takeovers, where it's a 1-hour takeover. I'll explain that later, but it kind of varies for the time and date.
Awesome. I just want to add a little bit on this slide. So under Sunday, it says webinar feedback survey due 1:59. I believe we meant 11:59 p.m. EST. So that should be due end of day Sunday. And also everything that Vivian has explained for now are all going to be in the Slack announcement channel as well as in your weekly newsletter. So make sure to check those out.
Awesome. So for webinars, it'll be like Wednesdays to around 8 to 9 p.m. EST. You'll be able to ask questions, for example, having a Q&A section. You can definitely pop in the question. No ticket packets, if you like, will be provided during the webinar, which is kind of like a resource to help you. And afterwards, there'll be a workshop recording slides and kind of like this key takeaways sheet that will be sent to you after the webinar. As well as if the surveys are anonymous, for the full webinar feedback and as well as the weekly reflection, they are anonymous. Yeah. Awesome. So for Slack takeover, so basically these are the chance for a casual Q&A session on Slack to discuss everything and related to what the hosts and panelists know. You're allowed to ask questions before and during the takeover. Make sure to address them to the people doing the takeover. For example, it's a week 1 question, as well as they'll be happening on a weekly basis, and they will answer your questions via a thread. By the way, I love all the variety that where everyone is from.
Awesome. Yeah. And adding on to Vivian, we highly encourage for everyone to hop on when these Slack takeovers are happening, just because we have really experienced panelists and people who are going to be answering your questions. So it's an even better way to learn. Awesome. Thank you, Vivian. Are any last notes for the mentorship program? Okay. I think we're good for the mentorship program.
If you don't have any questions now and they pop up later, feel free to pop them into the Q&A chat and we'll answer them later.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Vivian. So now I'm just going to explain a little bit about the Instagram and Facebook series that we want everyone to be a part of. Thank you, Vivian. So marketing team has worked really hard to come up with series where we're going to highlight your story, your voice, pretty much just your individuality and uniqueness on both of our Facebook and Instagram. So just to kick it off, I'm going to explain a little bit about what our Instagram series is, which is called #Project Spotlight. This is the graphic that's going to be in our feed every Monday. So it's going to have your name, your title, your school name, and then this is exactly the graphic. So it's going to be every Monday, so make sure to check that out. So what it is, it's your chance to be featured. And every Friday, Vivian will reach out to 1 or 2 people in the mentorship program who really demonstrated and shown their active participation and engagement. And what this includes is, active participation in Slack. We see your attendance in our workshops. We see you engaging with our team, the mentorship team, literally anyone and everyone. As long as you're participating and we're seeing that, we're going to highlight you. So it'll be a fun time. Vivian will reach out to you every Friday, and all you have to do is fill out a form, upload a picture, and we're going to be on our Instagram every Monday. The form will be in Slack as well as in the weekly newsletter. And the next one is a Facebook series known as Snapshot Time. So what Snapshot Time is, it's, again, your chance to be featured. Your story will be heard and highlighted. And where we drew inspiration for Snapshot Time is Humans of New York, if anyone has heard of that. Pretty much what Humans of New York does really well is this photographer goes around New York and he stops random people on the street and he just asks them about their story. He interviews them really quickly, and that's exactly what we're going to do for you. What we're doing different is that we're just going to be sending out a form just to save time and to also have you answer a few questions about your story, your hobbies, your passions. And these stories are not going to be about why you joined Project Snapshot. We really just want to highlight your life and your voice. So again, these forms will be sent weekly in newsletter and Slack channel. And what we're doing is accepting these on a first come, first apply basis. So the quicker you apply, the quicker you fill out the form, the quicker you're going to be featured on our Facebook. And as for the social media lives that we'll be hosting, they're super fun. Marketing planned a lot of them for all of your 8 weeks. On top of the awesome webinars and workshops that Vivian has already coordinated, we are going to be going live on Zoom every Tuesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Yesterday, we went live with Sebastian and Matt, so that was awesome. That was fun. We drop these links every Monday as well as the day of, so make sure to check your Slack channel as much as possible. What we're talking about in these lives is professional advice, where you're also going to have networking opportunities with our panelists, with the people in the chat. So it's all about career building and resume 101. Cool. So the next thing on our agenda is Instagram lives. On top of the Zoom lives, we know these are a lot of lives, but these are optional for the Zoom and the Instagram lives, just because we want to open it to the Project Snapshot community. So Instagram Lives are going to be every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. There's no link for this. You just have to hop on our Instagram and there you go. So these lives are going to be a bit more casual. 2 people on our team are going to show up and talk about college life, high school life, how to network, how to not be scared at an interview, things like that. It's just going to be a little more casual than our Zoom lives. So that's that. And what we're doing is also Instagram takeovers. So I'm sure Vivian has already mentioned this in the Slack channel. Pretty much one mentorship pairing every week. We're going to choose out of randomization. Once again, we don't want to pick and choose. So it's just going to be fully random when you fill out that Google form. It is your chance to be featured on our Instagram. And what these takeovers are going to look like, it's pretty much a day in your life. We want to see how your life looks like, whether in the morning you're like going on a jog, at night you're doing work. It doesn't matter. We just want you to upload some videos and photos through our Instagram, and we will coordinate how that's going to work later on when you've been chosen for the takeover. So these forms are due Friday night, and Vivian will drop those links in Slack as well. Okay, that pretty much wraps up all of our orientation. That was a pretty quick one, so it's really good. This is just advice to everyone. First is network, network, and network. There is so much power in just talking to people, learning from people's stories, and just building up your network and your connection. So my advice is to network with our team, Project Snapshot. We're always here for you. We're always on Slack, sadly, and also network with the others, mentors and mentees. You know, we have already seen really awesome engagement in those channels. Literally, I think like 3,000 messages have been sent when I was looking at the analytics. So thank you to everyone who's already been talking to everyone. You know, we're a family here, so go ahead and network. And second is treat your mentor and mentee as a friend first. Although, you know, we have this title as mentor-mentee, and, you know, at times that can be a little intimidating. We want you to treat everyone as a friend first rather than a mentor-mentee, and then you can establish that professional relationship and continue to learn from each other throughout the summer. Third is reach out to literally any of our executive board members if you have any advice. We're always here for you. We're always here to chat. We're always here to help. And last but not least, we may or may not be hosting socials, hint, hint, for everyone throughout the summer, which Vivian has already mentioned on Slack. So that should be super exciting and more details for that to come. That pretty much wraps up our orientation. If Vivian, Sebastian, Andrew, Matt, you have anything to add on?
Oh yeah, this is a question for you, Naomi. So someone already filled out a form for takeover. So when will they be notified of being featured?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for filling that out. So every Friday, marketing team, the marketing managers, Ali and I will reach out to you individually if you've been chosen for a takeover. And how we're going to choose is based on a website. We're just going to randomize who's going to be taking over. And so latest you'll know is Friday night if you've been chosen. We will reach out to you via Slack.
Cool. I have another question for you, Naomi.
Yes.
Have all the project spotlight and takeover forms already been posted, or will they be posted soon?
Yes, I believe it's already in Slack. Vivian, maybe you could speak more on this.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, for sure. Basically all you're referring to basically all of the opportunities to be featured, right? Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Yes, where are those forms?
Awesome. So they've been set in Slack already, but I know that all of you have been networking a lot. So they're going to be sent out again after the workshop.
Awesome. And what we can do is send out those 3 forms. So Project Spotlight, which is Instagram, Snapshot Time, Facebook, as well as Takeover form. And we're going to pin that to the announcements channel. So that way, when you go to pinned messages, you'll see those forms there. Are we receiving any other questions? Yes, the Slack takeovers. Yes, I can go over it again. Let me just pull up that slide for you. Vivian, do you want to review this one more time?
Yeah, for sure. These are the chance where you can ask the host or the panelists any questions. It's kind of this 1 hour slot where they're active on Slack, and you can ask them any questions you like related to the expertise before and during the takeover. They're kind of like casual Q&A sessions. So and when you're asking the questions, just make sure to address it to which week the question is for. For example, this is a week 1 question, or to the person that you want to ask a question to. And then afterwards, they'll answer the questions via a thread. And of course, it'll be happening on a weekly basis. Ooh, good question.
Yes.
So basically, the question is, what are some ways that mentees can help the mentors so they can get something out of it? I would say that if there's any post-secondary resources that you come across and then you would like to send it over, that'd be awesome. As for helping out your mentor, that's a pretty good question.
Vivian,
I would
can I
say
take
the
this
best
one?
way is to ask. It can depend on their needs and wants.
And the thing too to realize with that is mentorship is a two-way street. So they'll learn things that they won't expect through you and the work that you all do together over the summer. So just go in with no expectations and you'll both learn things through each other that you won't expect.
For sure. I love that that question was brought up. As Sebastian said, it goes both ways. I think what you can ask is when you meet your mentor, you can just ask them, how you can help them, because at the end of the day, you can always learn from someone. So maybe express that question and have an honest conversation about it. There's another question. There's 1 workshop per week, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
There's also questions in the Q&A box if you want to take those.
Awesome. What happens at the end of the 8 weeks? So at the end of the 8 weeks, around August 14th, there'll be kind of this party / closing ceremony that would be like really awesome. So make sure to attend. I think it's either mandatory but optional, but highly recommended. And then afterwards, you receive a certificate of completion via email.
Awesome. We have another question. If we want to get to know other mentors that aren't ours, how should we go about doing that?
That aren't ours. Yeah, for sure. That'll be pretty awesome. So you could check the #mentors channel to see what other mentors are in the channel. You could definitely reach out to them. I think within the introduction thread, they also express whether they're a mentee or mentor. So you can definitely scroll down to check out their LinkedIn profiles and connect them via LinkedIn.
And just to bounce off that, you can message them over Slack as well, and basically say if there's something that interests that you in their introduction that they put in the thread, I'd love to chat with you about this for this, and then go from there so we can start a conversation.
For sure. Yeah. I have a question. To my exec team, what are you most excited about for the mentorship program?
Putting Matt on the spot so I can think.
Yeah, there's so much I'm excited about for this particular aspect of Project Snapshot. I think providing folks who are at that high school age level with the opportunity to network with folks who have learned through their undergraduate experience and maybe even a little bit into the beginning of their professional career, to have the opportunity and the space to just ask all the questions that I'm sure you all have about those next steps of your life to people who are going through them, are really going to be invaluable. So I'm stoked that you all get that opportunity. I'm also really excited that our mentors are having the opportunity to, really work with, young individuals and answer questions that potentially they wanted to have answered when they were that age, and provide that support for one another. So, like we mentioned earlier, having that two-way street and that awesome partnership between mentors and mentees, I think will be really beneficial for both of them. And, In particular, I'm really excited to see, all of the questions that you might have about the next steps of your life get answered. To have that opportunity is just awesome.
And just to like echo what Matt said, I think personally speaking for both of us, where we were in this stage of when we started planning this, this is something that we both really wanted in our stage, in the stages of our lives that the mentees are in now. And we're so excited to see how that affects your growth in ways that we don't even know yet.
Yeah. As for me, what I'm really excited about the mentorship program, definitely just connecting with like 150 people. Like literally, I think it's amazing how big this program is, and how many connections and friendships we're going to form at the end of the summer. And definitely just learning from other mentors, mentees. I think we have an awesome network right now. People are literally from California, Denver, New York, Texas, literally from all paths of the US and the Canada. So just really excited to get to know everyone. How about you, Vivian?
Oh my goodness, I can't choose, but I would say I'm most excited about the mentees and mentors getting to know each other, as well as ensuring that they have like a really great relationship out of it. By the way, there's two questions I saw in the chat. So the first one is, do we get to learn topics such as career exploration? There's not a workshop explicitly on career exploration. However, for post-secondary, for the panels, or for both of the panels, week 2 and week 8, you could definitely ask about career exploration. You could definitely ask your mentor about it. And oh my goodness, I just blanked on the last one, but definitely for sure, reach out to your mentors, reach out to any of the mentees or any of the mentors for sure. The second question is is everything included in the Google Calendar? All of the weekly prompts slash kind of the weekly schedule, week at a glance is there for sure. As for the Slack takeovers, it's right now I have up to week 2. I'm currently still scheduling with the rest of the workshop hosts and panelists. But once I schedule them, they'll be on the Google Calendar.
Awesome. And just to answer and build off of Vivian's first answer, as for career exploration, I think what you can do is definitely reach out to the internal team as well. We are all coming from different majors. So we have human resources, public relations, marketing, supply chain. So yeah, feel free to reach out to us, schedule a chat, and we're happy to tell you more about different careers. We have another question. It's, are we going to have time to socialize / bond with everyone over Zoom? Vivian. Awesome. I'm really excited about this, but you can answer.
I would say we'll be having our socials, which is kind of like speedy. We're going to call it speedy socials. So basically, we have around 3 minutes just to get to know everyone. You'll be placed in breakout rooms and you just chat about a certain topic, like giving a prompt question, as well as any other stuff that you want to ask each other. So that's pretty chill. They'll be happening bi-weekly, starting on either week 2 or week 3.
Yes, exactly. So Vivian and I actually hopped on a Zoom call yesterday to plan them. We're super excited. We are not going to be hosting a social for everyone, but we're going to split them up just because it might get a little hectic with 150 people over Zoom. But yeah, there's more details for that to come. Definitely a lot of bonding time opportunities, so don't worry.
And yes, we definitely will consider games too. We just have to figure out how to do it with so many people.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just gonna we're gonna have another 6 minutes for everyone to ask questions, and then we're gonna end it at 7:40 p.m. ET. So if you have any more questions, feel free to drop it down in the chat or the Q&A box. I have another question. If Vivian knows this, do we have anyone from outside of Canada and US?
I think we have a few people outside of Canada and the US. Just a couple though.
Awesome. everyone is from Hong Kong.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome. I'm from Hong Kong too.
My parents are from Hong
Respect.
Kong. So.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actually fully Chinese.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Okay, someone else asked, are the discussion prompts mandatory to answer? Vivian?
Yeah, I got you. They're not mandatory to answer, but they're prompts just in case you run out any questions, because I know sometimes it can be really easy to come up with questions, but other times it may be a little difficult to just come up with them. So they're just there to help you out.
Want to give a background on what the workshop later is about, Naomi?
The workshop later?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. So the workshop later is happening in 20 minutes. So please feel free to come. It's going to be about discovering your passion with our HR team, Maxim, Maggie, and Matt Parkin. They're all really passionate about HR and what they do. So you'll be able to hear their amazing HR story. And then you'll also be able to find out what your passion is and how they came about it. Personally, I think discovering passion is a hard thing to talk about. So for them to be openly talking about it would be really awesome, and we'd love for everyone to attend.
We have a deep question. What do you guys think the most important thing to learn from your mentor is?
I like that question.
Since we all have mentors in life, we can apply that too.
I mean, I can take a stab at it. It
Go ahead.
might be
Oh, no.
crummy answer at first, but I mean, it varies on what you're looking for. What are you trying to get out of their advice and, you know, the relationship that you'll be building with them, right? I can guarantee you that, you know, when I was, you know, grade 11, going into grade 12, about that time, I was very concerned about how to select the right college for me, how to finance my way through school, you know, how to network effectively in school, how to balance a newfound social life and freedoms in university with, you know, getting good grades and still being committed to work and things like that. So those would for sure be the questions that would be on my mind, but it totally varies from person to person, and that's totally okay. Whatever it is in terms of advice you need, you have you know, the courage to ask them, and I'm sure it'll be a really great space for you to get really honest personal feedback on it. So whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart, let it out.
For sure. I also have an answer for that. The most important thing to learn from your mentor or from your mentee, I think it's really just why they do what they like, and why do they love what they do. Mainly because I've networked and I've connected with a lot of people the past like 3 months over LinkedIn, and I'm just like, what is your passion? Like, why do you like what you do? And it's so important to know how their personality fits into their career, or how their side hobbies and passions just merge really well with their career. So it's definitely just learning from people, learning from why they do what they love, why they love what they do. I think that's pretty important to know. Aside from, you know, all the great professional development that will be happening, definitely just get to know them on a one-on-one level.
Another deep question for y'all, for everyone here. What's something that you wish you could tell yourself about your postgraduate life? I guess this really only apply to Matt and I.
Yeah.
You want to take the first stab, Sebastian?
Sure.
Okay.
I wish I could tell my high school self to really do the dream job that I want to do before I really do it, to really experience all the different intricacies of what that job actually entails. Because when you study something, it's different than actually working full time in an internship role or whatever type of role that you get in the future. So that'll be my response to that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's so much I learned over the course of you know, my undergraduate experience, and you know, being a part of the workforce. There's so many things I would want to tell myself in the past, but I think the number one thing is just learning, you know, to find a balance that's right for you between everything that you commit yourself to. Especially as a younger man, was somebody who very much would dive into opportunities head first, explore everything, try to be, as proficient at whatever it was I was interested in at the time as I possibly could be. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, that's hard to do all the time. I would probably just tell myself, look, you know what you're really passionate about. Just really dedicate your time to, exploring that and meeting people within that passion, and surround yourself with really industrious, passionate people, because that in and of itself is its own reward. And so, yeah, I'd also probably tell myself to just chill out sometimes, especially when I was a younger person. Just relax. It's okay to take a breather every now and then.
For sure. As much as your career is important, remember to take a breather, do some self-love, yeah. Awesome. So it is 7:41 and our next workshop will be in 20 minutes. So we're just going to wrap it up here. If anyone on the exec team right now has any last message or words to say. No? Okay, awesome. So I'll just...
We're just stoked to have you all here. Feel free again, like we've mentioned in the past, out if you have any questions, and we're so excited to take the next steps throughout this cohort. So thank you.
For sure.
Also, please reach out if you just want to chat too. It doesn't have to be anything formal, so we're not scary. I promise.
Yes.
But except for Naomi sometimes.
I'm not scared. So nice. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're always here to talk. We're always here to help. We're always here to just have a conversation, talk about life, talk about your career. Just make sure, just have a great summer, have fun with the mentorship program. Although we emphasize professional and career development a lot, we also emphasize, just finding about what you love, finding about your passion. So make sure to have some self-love, do some self-love, be friendly with everyone. It's going to be an awesome summer. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming, everyone. We'll see you in the next workshop. And we'll also be sending those forms out over Slack really soon, so make sure to check those out.
All right. See you later, all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Vivian, do you mind ending the recording?
Yeah.